We want to get Andrea a chance to get in here a little bit. Did you have something real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also trying to wrap this up.
Yeah. The streets are usually cambered, and which means you can walk down a street on one side and it's slanted this way. You can turn around on that same side and walk back. So it's a good slanted thing. Right out here in the driveway, it's all slanted there. So when you go out of the room, walk down on the pavement close to the sidewalk, and then turn around and walk back and see if you notice a difference.
Okay. All right. So 2 months ago, Andrea spoke here. And so, and these two were having a very great conversation at the beginning and talking about, I think, some kind of contrasting techniques or ideas or something like that. So, kind of a spontaneous thing, but here you go. Let give you the opportunity to talk a little bit about how you compare your techniques.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree with you that when the body is in a state of relaxation, that is really important for alignment. But, and I agree that, obviously different chiropractic adjustments can certainly bring relief and help. We've all experienced that.
Yeah, we've all seen that.
But my method is really different. It's really, really different. So, for example, the gentleman that was up here, if I may, if it's okay, I believe that his back pain comes from one main area. It comes from the fact that his butt is severely tucked. When he was up here, you could see the crease in his pants like that.
Yeah.
So when the pelvis is severely tucked and it's pushed forward, then everything is out of alignment.
So what would you do?
But by contrast, when the pelvis is in the right place, the vertebra from the spine just stack in gravity, so you're in a state of total and complete relaxation. So what I do is my methodology is I teach people how to sit in their natural alignment, how to stand in their natural alignment, how to sleep in their natural alignment, how to walk, and how to drive a car, so that their pelvis is in the right place. So the premature aging, you call it decay, I call it premature aging of the spine, that hump.
Sure.
But it comes from people pretty much in the 17 years I've been practicing, people are severely tucked in the butt and then their pelvis is pushed forward. So because that's not the natural place, you'd fall backwards, right? But you have to compensate somewhere.
That's right.
So that's where that premature aging hump comes from. So it starts in the pelvis. So I actually don't think, my training, which is not my method, it's based on La Plume Institute, 30 years of longitudinal research, where the key is you want to get the pelvis in the right place. That is the most important thing. And so instead of using, I teach people basically, I have a whole technique.
So like him standing here, would you tell him to like move his pelvis differently or something? Or?
Yeah, so you want me to do it with him?
Yeah.
Okay, I normally get paid a lot of money
now?
to do this. So you stand up.
Okay.
Stand up.
So just curious, what's your pain level right now?
About a 2.
About a 2? Okay. And then sitting, what is it?
I don't know. I haven't sat down yet.
Oh, weren't you sitting up there?
Here, just sit here
Maybe
and
2 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, about a 2 still.
About a 2 still? Okay.
Okay, so stand up. Okay, so first of all, are you realizing that more of your weight is on your right side? Yes, right? Am I correct? So I would just correct the lopsidedness by making him aware that most of your weight is in your right foot. So if you just kind of go like this, back and forth, you can actually find that like pendulum and you can find that center. And so that's going to cure the lopsidedness. And then the reason why that heel insert work kind of helped is that you want to have your weight more in your heels than in your toes. So by bringing the heel insert, you're bringing more kind of attention, perception to the body.
Okay.
And then, so the main reason you have back pain is that your butt is severely tucked. So you can see, can you turn to the audience so they can see you? No, turn towards back towards the audience, please, sorry. So, so you can see that his butt is underneath him, right? You guys can see that?
You mean like this? Like this?
Yeah.
Tucked this way?
You're a little bit tucked too. Anyway, go ahead and the side. Go to the side so they can see you on the side.
I tell my wife I'm a
No.
work in progress all the time.
Yeah, the side like this. So you can see that, you can see he's tucked under, right? Like by contrast, if you look at my butt, it's not really tucked under, right? This is tucked. This is not. So, so that's the main problem.
So would he like?
And the second problem
untuck it?
is that he's leaning towards one side because he's lopsided. And the third problem is that you're really locked in the knees. So you don't want to be, you want to have a bend in the knees. So if you think about like being a caveman, you want to have a bend in the knee, right? So bend your knees. Did you ever play any sports or anything? No? Golf, anything? Swimming, right? Okay, so anyway, so I want your heels to be I want your heels to be at least 6 inches apart. And then your toes are at least 12 inches apart. Yeah, so what's natural to the body is turnout. You want your heels between 6 and 12 inches apart. And your toes between 12 and 24 inches apart. Yeah, and then doesn't that feel more stable?
Much more stable.
Yeah, and then bring weight in both feet evenly, and then I want most of your weight to be in your heels. Yeah? Now bend your knees like crazy. Bend your knees like crazy. Now make sure your knee is over your heels. Yeah, bend your knees and make sure your weight's over here. See, this is massive body mechanics, what we're doing. We're shifting completely. Okay, so you want to have your knees over your heels. You're doing great. So normally I would spend an hour doing this, but we'll just do it for fun. So now what I want you to do is I want you to hinge forward with a flat back. So I want you to stick your butt up in the air. Yeah. Normally I would do a lot more. So can you lift your butt? Yeah, bend your knees and lift your butt and go wider with the legs. Go wider with the legs. Yeah, bend your knees a lot. Keep your knees over your heels. Your knees are going over your toes now. Keep your knees over your heels. Lift the butt up. Lift the butt up even more. Bend the knees. Bend the knees. Lift your butt. Now, when the knees bend, you're losing your turnout. So you want to turn out your toes, and when you bend, you want your knees to bend over your. Normally, I spend a full hour doing this, so this is like not really fair. Anyway, can you try to lift your butt up so high that you touch the top of the back of the chair? See if you can lift the. Like pop the roof off, right? Like, yeah. You might have to take your belt off. Take your belt off. I normally can't do this when people wear jeans. There's several clients of mine in the audience. You cannot do this in jeans. But anyway, yeah, just take the belt off. Yeah, that's good. Loosen it up a little bit. And now stick the butt all the way up to the sky and see if you can touch the top of the back of the chair. So go wider with the feet. Go wider. Touch the top of the back of the chair. Touch the top of the back of the chair. Now scrape it down and plop it down onto the chair. Yeah, plop it down without shifting. Now don't move. Stay right where you are. Now I'm going to bring this heel. This heel is going to go underneath this knee. And this heel is going to go underneath this knee. Yeah. So now I want you to, I'm giving away all my secrets. I don't know if this is a good idea. Okay, so take your right hand and bring it underneath your right sits bone like this. Yeah. Do you feel your bone on your fingers? I want you to sit so that you can feel the bone on your fingers. Yeah? Now grab onto the bone and all the fleshy part and pull like this. No tomorrow. Pull it to the. No, pull it through the hole. So Bring your hand around this way, and I want you to pull it to the right and in back of you at a diagonal. Get it through the hole. Yeah, pull all the fleshy part of the butt behind you. Okay, good. Now take your left hand underneath the left side. Yeah. Well, first shove your hand underneath and tell me when you feel the bone. Do you have the bone on the fingers? Yeah. I know. So now grab onto the bone and all the fleshy part and pull it to the left. And back of you at a diagonal. Like towards me. Try to pull it through the hole as much as you can. You did a really good job on this side. Keep going on that side. Okay. Keep your heels underneath your knees. And then relax. Imagine that you have a waterfall pouring through your belly button. It's a waterfall. And then relax all this. And your chin. So I'll show you. So if I lift my chin, do you see what happens to my neck? No, it's not good. I'm gonna stick my neck out. I'm gonna bring my chin down. Watch me first. Just watch me. And I'm gonna roll the vertebra of the neck back like that. So can you do that? So stick your chin out. Bring your chin to your chest. Is it okay if I touch you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll the vertebra of the neck back slowly. Just the neck. Just the neck, nothing else. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Just, no. You want to be right there. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now take your right shoulder and bring it up to your ear. No. You let go of your hands.
So
I normally do this in an hour.
Let's do this. Let's get
roll
to
this back.
Can we get to a
Yeah.
stopping point because
Yeah, we're
I
going to be
can tell
done.
this. You can
So
do this
how-
for an hour.
So how do you feel now? How does your back feel now? 0 to 10.
0.
0.
Mm-hmm.
You have no back pain, right?
No
Good.
back pain.
All right.
That was the quickest session I've ever.
See, it's good. Now stand up for me.
No, well, so yeah.
Let's stand up for me.
Okay.
So let's do this now.
Look at now he's standing straight.
Okay, got it. So what I want to do is I want to just check a few things because you did a lot of maneuvers for sure. So what we're going to do is step back for me. So I'm going to take a picture. Let's just see your natural posture now without behavioral changes. Take a breath. Let your body relax. Good. Just relax, right? Good. Right? And what level of pain are you at?
0.
Perfect. So that's a good thing, right?
Yes.
So I'd say that's a good thing. And let's just look at
The original.
Let's look at the original. Let's just take a look.
Okay.
See, I don't have opinion. I just want to see and
Yeah.
we'll see what we got,
Yeah,
right?
Very scientific.
Okay.
It's usually harder to find natural. It's much harder to find natural alignment when you're standing than when you're sitting. So.
Sorry, the mic wasn't on for that.
Except for we stand a lot
Right, so you have to,
and we sit a lot.
you have to learn that. Sorry.
Don't touch that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. How do I...
So, yeah, the contrasted techniques is pretty clear. A
Yeah.
lot of work in getting people. So when I did a session with Andrea, and I had this pain in the middle of my back, and the next day, like, I went home, and that next day it was gone. So,
So I think we're good.
all right.
Okay.
Look straight ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to wrap it up, so let's call it. And thank you very much, Dr.
You're
Wong,
welcome.
for speaking to us. And
And thank you. You guys have been a great audience.